The beginning of 2017, after the merger of Rovi and TiVo, there was a strategic decision made to work with all of our service provider partners, cable operators, etc., to acquire as much TV viewership data as we could amass. So that's been very successful, and we have a large population of TV viewership data beyond just from the TiVo devices, but where we have software embedded across providers and even beyond that. The important thing with this data set is that we have full unfettered rights to use the data to match it against multiple data sets, whether it is through a digital data set to a first-party data set. And through the rights to do that matching, we can really understand the science of what is changing consumer behavior when a household is exposed to a TV campaign, and that is really exciting. We have a very robust privacy approach. So when data comes into TiVo from any service provider, before it gets to our premise, it is put through a safe haven where the name and address is taken off, matched to an identifier that then is appended onto that TV viewership data set. Then with that appended identifier, that can be matched across the whole ecosystem for first and third party data. So as a result, we do not ever have any personal identifiable information on our premise. It is all done through a very privacy compliant safe haven.
And Walt, give us an idea about the device scale that feeds this your data. Is it just give us an idea about the sources?
Yeah, so we've just announced we've hit now 2 million active matched households in our whole TV viewership population. Spans across all DMAs in the US, and that number is growing quite rapidly. Every time we are entering into a new agreement with a service provider or a renewal of an agreement, working on access to TV viewership data is very high priority. And our goal is that we should be at 3 million very shortly, and then throughout the year scaling up into 5-7 million plus.
But that's not just the TiVo box, is it?
Correct, that is right. So TiVo, the company TiVo Today is now much bigger than TiVo the device. And that's part of the story that we're taking out to market, and that's the real excitement, is that through the merger of these companies, using the TiVo brand, we are now a much larger company with much broader capabilities than what TiVo used to be.
And finally, well, I wanted to ask you about the demands of the buy side. I know you're in a lot of conversations. What are they looking for, and what are you providing?
Yeah, it is. We've just gone out to a whole range of top agencies and advertisers and have talked about one of the key offerings out of our recently launched targeted audience delivery platform that sits on top of all of this TV viewership data. And that is providing the deterministic exposed households to a specific TV campaign. And what's exciting about this is we can go to a brand and say, give us or bring your first party data into a safe haven like LiveRamp, match it to our TV viewership data. We can then run that against the campaign that you just did in the last quarter, and then provide you the exact households that were exposed and unexposed to your TV campaign. You can take those and understand, did you drive incremental activity through your existing customer group? You can also understand what the attribution was. You can then take those segments as well and activate those same households in any kind of digital or mobile or connected TV activation as well. So really through all of this TV viewership matching against the digital ecosystem, we're providing a comprehensive understanding for agencies, advertisers, and even media sellers of what the audience is across all of the channels. And that's incredibly important as one, TV becomes more fragmented, and secondly, planning has to be taken out of silos of digital versus TV. It all has to be done comprehensively because that's what the agencies and advertisers are looking for.